Hello and welcome back to the Grove with more EU4 Relentless Push East continued. Well, we've got our troops getting back together again. We've taken a couple of bad fights, but luckily we have the manpower, so we will be able to win this war, even if it is just a little bit slower than what I had planned. We've got plenty of infantry, plenty of, well, everything really. It's not going to take us long. So what we're going to do is, since Brandenburg is hanging around, I think what we'll do is quickly... Oh wait, we can't march on Nova? Oh man, that's annoying. I thought we had military access. Hang on a second. No, we're definitely out. Alright then, well then, I guess what we're going to do is we're going to get all of our troops to march around over here. We'll get some of them to march onto that 2-stack, and we'll deal with them. What we're hoping to do today is probably say goodbye to Brandenburg, maybe deal with some of these small fellows as well, and then, yeah, work against Tuscany, hoping to find a good peace agreement. Alright, so either way, as we're doing all of that, let's just check out our diplomats. Oh, okay. Turns out we have a fair bit of spy network. Right. So, if that is the case, let's go ahead and spend some of the stuff against the Ottomans. We should be able to fabricate some claims on an area or two. Now, here comes the question. Where do we want to head next? So... Oh, okay. Apparently we must have missed an occupation in the last war. Oh, well. We can go back and get that. That's not a bad idea. Although... maybe working our way up into Europe wouldn't be a bad thing either. Just make them a little bit harder to... Yeah, there's some pretty decent development, I suppose. Work our way up over here. Mind you, it would also help us. I believe there's an achievement for having Roma as a consecrated metropolitan. So we do want to work our way down in this direction at some point as we fight these people. So, how about... what should we do? Claim on an area. Is there anything here that's going to be particularly useful? Or particularly beneficial? Hang on, Sivas. Where is that? I think that's over in this direction. Yep, there it is. So that's not right. Some good development though. Serbia, that's fairly straightforward. So we know that would be in the right area. Same as Bosnia. Yeah, what else could we take? The Aegean Archipelago. I don't think that's necessarily where we need to be going right now. How about... yeah, Syria and stuff would be nice, but again, we're not going for these right now as much as they would be ideal. I think we're going to focus on maybe something along the lines of... yeah, the coast across here. Maybe even down to Zadar. Okay, if that is the case, let's just have a look and see. So that's Dalmatia. Okay, so Dalmatia, so that's Ragusa, Split, and Zadar. Okay, so we have an idea of what we're looking for. So let's go... see if we can quickly go through... Oh, Dalmatia, there it is. So we're going to go ahead and get that. That's 60 development. That's pretty decent. And yeah, then we can fill in some of the blanks as we go, but that'll do nice. And then with our 78 spy network against the Danes, I don't think that there's really too much benefit in having that. No, we can only really throw some issues towards them. Maybe we just go ahead and slander their merchants. Yeah, I suppose that's probably the best thing for us. They have a decent amount of control in this trade node, so diminishing that will always be good for us economically. And then Tuscany, we need the spy network for sieging, so I guess that will have to do. Yep, that will have to do. Alright, so either way, what have we got here? The Purge of Danish Heresy. Looks like Mainz is out of the fight. Okay. It's not the worst. Let's see. No, we still have our relationship with them, it seems. Yep, our alliance is still there. So at least they've done a little bit of work occupying the AI. But we'll keep on moving on forwards. We also have a whole bunch of money to spend, and I can't quite remember where we left it with the last episode. But I believe What is this? We've got manpower we can spend up over here. Hang on a second, that's right, Petra. We were going to start... Okay, we're going to save up a little bit more money. In another month or two, we'll get that up and running. There we are, good. I almost thought about making some state houses or something along those lines, but I'm glad I remembered, because I would be quite annoyed if that wasn't the case. Alright, looks like a military leader has left us all the way over in India. Do we really get upset about this? Not really, you know, we'll put you over here. Is there any unrest? It's fairly minimal. Yeah, that's quite minimal indeed. Alright, so I guess we'll just go ahead and leave that be. And then, yeah, we'll just keep on focusing on these fights. So, who are we dealing with? It looks like Brandenburg here. Ooh, 35,000 men. That seems like a very good time to attack. How about we take... Let's take you. And everyone's at as much of full strength as they could really be. 20th of January, we'll get there on the 1st of February. You know what? We'll give it a day or two. And we're just going to quickly go ahead and chase them down. And then we'll do the same thing there. So this is defensive. It's in grasslands. They have a couple of people nearby, but I think... Yeah, we should be able to catch them out. So let's go ahead and consolidate our troops. And I think that's everybody. Is there anyone not moving? Just these guys. Okay. We'll go ahead and we'll march on in as well. Let's make sure that those front lines are consolidated. And we'll see if we can beat up some of Brandenburg's troops here. 85,000 to their 30,000. I think that is quite good for us. Alright, there we go. So that is fairly minimal losses. Let's go ahead and do a quick U-turn and let's find Berlin. Which one of our generals has the most siege? 2? 3? Okay, well you then, my friend, you're going to be the one to march onto their capital. You're going to march into some nearby territory. And then the others are just going to provide some fire support if they do wish to try any funny business. And that was also the amount of money we needed too at the turn of the month. So let's go ahead and start getting Petra. Oh, hang on a second. Cannot be done because... Okay, hang on a second. Oh, that's right. We need it to be a state. No? Hold our proverbial horses. What's going on here? Oh, of course, we are converting. That would be why the issue is. We can't go ahead and start this until we convert. Well, you know what? The good news is, I think that we can afford to stop converting for a second. And then... Oh, we also need to go ahead and accept... what is this? Bedouin culture? So whereabouts is this? Bedouin, you should be probably towards... Actually, you know what? We'll search alphabetically. That'll make our life a bit quicker. Alright, so we need at least 20 development, but it's only at 9. Ooh, okay. So that's all Bedouin. That's Syrian. Oh man, are we really stuck behind a... Okay, hang on. So that's 12. That takes us to 15. We need 5 more development. So then if that is the case... Oh, wait a second. No, we've only got 9. This other province here is only 6. Oh, well, that is quite irritating. I guess I forgot about that prerequisite. Alright, well, at least there's more Bedouin around, so we can happily get that at the next war. Oh, we could also go for the holy city of Jerusalem. That would also be a nice little thing to pick up. Ah, man. Alright, well, you know what? It is what it is. We'll go back to converting. I should have known better, but I guess it's where we are. So since we're not going to be able to get that for a little bit longer, let's just go ahead and spend some more money on some buildings. How is our governing capacity? We are almost at our maximum. Okay, so town halls are definitely what we're after. Purchase a couple of those. And I think that will have to be good enough. And then we still have 160. Oh, you know what? Delhi's not too bad either. At 7, that's actually quite economical for our investment. So we'll pick that up too. Alright. Alright, well at least we've made some progress elsewhere. Even if it's not exactly how we would prefer to do it. Alright, either way, let's go ahead and blow up the walls of Berlin. That would make this a little bit easier. What I'm thinking we can do is, even if we can get a nice, quick and easy peace agreement, that would be something worth doing. So we'll go ahead and do that. We'll also get a couple of occupations nearby if we can. Just make it a little bit safer for us in the area. And get that extra occupations against them. I am somewhat concerned for those 30,000, but at least we have reinforcements if necessary. I'm hoping we can just base race these guys and cause some trouble. Yeah. Well, we can only do with what we can do, so it is what it is. Let's just double check and see how much we need in way of war score for Brandenburg. Oh, okay, so we can already piece them out as it stands. War reparations, and then we can even take a little bit of money. And you know what? Just saying goodbye to these guys is probably worth it to me. Yeah, we'll gain a good chunk of the money. But I think that should be good enough, and that will free up a few of our troops. And that'll also get rid of 27,000, but it'll take out 1, 2, 3 sieges that would otherwise be necessary. So, oh, you know what? Never mind. We'll wait till the end of the month. Just let that exhaustion go up a little bit further. And we'll pick up that extra occupation as well. Maybe we can squeeze out a ducat or 2 more. Yeah, there we go. That will be good enough. So let's go ahead and say goodbye to these guys. That is perfectly acceptable. And then everybody else, let's bring you. We're going to march you up there. And in fact, we're going to bring up everybody. Yeah, I think we're just going to march up in this direction. We'll free up an extra 30,000 troops. We'll have them as reinforcements. We should get some decent damage against Tuscany. That is exactly what we want. Alright, so 1 small regiment is nicely dealt with. And then... hang on a second. Not Denmark, sorry. What was I checking? I'm not 100% sure. I could have sworn I was looking for something, but I guess I won't. Alright, either way, we'll make our way and deal with Tuscany. Let our troops get into position. Get a couple of reinforcement ticks, which will do nicely. We have separatists all the way down over here, but I think... yeah, we can throw a general on there, although... hang on a second, it looks like we're out. We're still plenty of time ahead on tech, so let's roll a new general. That's actually quite a decent general. Alright, well either way, we'll go ahead and we'll take him instead. We'll go ahead and deal with this. Actually, are they avoiding? No, they are going to attack. Okay, cool. We'll leave that be. We won't cancel their orders, and then up over... I don't know, somewhere we'll deal with everybody else. Let's go... oh, wait, no, we'll let everybody march on up. Oh, these guys, they can have that new general. There we go, so a 6442. That is most respectable. And then... I think we just go ahead and we attack them. Yeah. They're in the grasslands. We have more than enough troops. We'll go ahead and consolidate our front lines. So there we go. We will get a crossing penalty, but I don't think it's going to be that bad. We'll then send in some extra troops a few days behind. And then I think we'll be good. So what have we got? A blockade. Admin, Diplo, or unrest. Okay, what are we going to say goodbye to? I think... Administrative? No, let's go diplomatic. I don't think we really need much of that power right now. Although, we might need to core up a few things. You know what? I think we'll go ahead and we'll spend some admin just to be sure. Simply because when we do start coring everything up, we may need a little bit extra. But between now and then, I think we might hit our caps. So that's why we're spending that. Trade efficiency, institution spread, that's lovely. We'll happily accept that. And then let's bring in some extra reinforcements. We'll go ahead and solidify that front line. And would you look at that, they are not doing too well. Alright, and oh no. Oops, wrong button. That is that done. Okay. There we go. So, yeah, our stats are fairly close together, although apparently they've now got a whole stack more morale, which is a little disappointing. But you know what? We have the numbers. It was in good terrain. There we have it. That is some pretty devastating losses for them. And the majority of their artillery as well, which is very nice. Oh, and would you believe it? Austria is going to clean them up. How fantastic. Okay, so let's find you. We'll go ahead and we'll bring you on in as well. The others will send. We'll split a couple of them up just so we don't take too much attrition. And then I think we start working our way. Yeah, I think we start working our way forwards. I think that's going to be the best thing for us. Alright, now what have we got here? Military access from Brandenburg. Sure, we'll go ahead and we'll do that for now. And then there goes conversions. We're in a pretty good spot. Yeah, no, we're doing okay. Alright, so, since that was a good chunk of Tuscany's troops, yeah, they're now down to 150,000. That is definitely something we can take care of. There's 80. Austria's already working on a few there. Oh, and Denmark is going for their capital. Oh, what a tricky maneuver. Well, you know what? We're going to go ahead and rain on their parade. You other fellows, let's bring you... hang on a second. Let's select all three of you and we'll march... hang on a second, let's just double check. Yeah, I think Mecklenburg is in pretty good condition, so... Oh, you know, let's go ahead and fight defensively against Goslar there. Yeah, we'll go ahead and get some reinforcements. Make sure we get a little bit of extra morale before we stack on there. Just make sure that we don't take unnecessary losses. And then what else have we got? More patriarchal authority or gain money and they lose authority? Ooh. Oh, we are trying to buff up our authority, but money is so very nice. I think we're not going to... please, the patriarch, the patriarchs. We're going to go ahead and pick up the money. The money is just too good and we can reinvest this, so it is going to be the gift that keeps on giving. We'll go ahead and we'll go for 7s, a couple of 6s. Now we'll do those two. They're relatively cheap. And then... they don't really change in value much now, do they? And then over here... I guess we'll spend a little bit of money there. And then let's also go for a state house if we can. Yeah, a few of these need to get built. Oh, and before I forget, let's at least check for a manufacturer if there's a really good one. You know what? 0.64, that works out perfectly. Alright, so that should be that. We've got a good stack of military units. Let's go ahead and... we're going to march you in there. We're going to do the same thing with you too. That should be more than enough. And then these guys will just start making our way south. Alright, so there goes Baden. Oh, Baden is out. Okay, I guess they got fully sieged down. I can't really blame them for leaving, but again, I still think we're going to maintain our alliance. They're probably scrounging for whatever strength they can get. Yeah, alright, and... Oh wow, Goswar's troops have put up a pretty decent fight there. Far better than I was expecting, but still no problems for us. We still took care of them. So then I guess we'll go... march down... whereabouts? Frankfurt, they're already being dealt with. It's a lot of what do we call it, Tuscany's troops. So we'll head down here. We'll bring you in there as well. These guys are heading back towards there. You know what? We'll see if we can cut off Denmark. They might actually get stuck, so it may not be here nor there. Alright, lose... Oh, foreign spy detection? Absolutely not. We're going to lose some prestige instead. That is what I would prefer. Oh, and there's another 50,000 of Tuscany's troops. That is someone we want to go ahead and fight. So, what have we got here? For the next 10 years, we've gained an extra 20% to unjustified demands, as well as an aggressive expansion impact. Ooh. Well, that does make me happy. Yes, it does. Yeah, quick expansion would be very, very nice. Alright, Austria, why are you not joining in? Okay, this isn't good. We'll at least reinforce. And apparently we're going to be wasting manpower because they don't want to take this fight. That is most annoying. We've rolled really, really well. That is so disappointing. I was really hoping to get a couple of good kills there, but I guess not. Russia and Tuscany, we're about to go ahead and fight them in... whereabouts? Donworth? Yeah, we'll go ahead and we'll march on in there and make sure that we have enough support and reinforcements. And then... what else have we got? Oh, border friction again against the Ottomans. That's very nice. We will use that, I'm sure. Alright, we did unfortunately have to retreat. That is unfortunate, but again, we did slow down their military prowess. That's... what's this? 50,000? That's their whole army right here between those two battles. So, even though we did lose the fight, it's probably worth it just to burn through their manpower and minimize what they have fielded, while everybody else can start working on some of the occupations. Alright, risks of trade. Lose money, gain mercantilism. No, we're not going to go ahead and lose that kind of cash. We're going to pick that up instead. And then hopefully... oh, it looks like we won the battle against Tuscany. Alright, they've bailed out before things got too much worse, which is good. We'll see... we now have a slight edge on the war goal, but only very minimally. I think that means we'll then go ahead and we'll chase down that 32 stack of the Danes and see if we can crush them. Yeah, and that should be a fairly resounding victory, but we'll select these guys first and make sure that we have a good solid front line. And then everybody else, I guess... oh, you know what? I don't know how many men that we're going to have diving on in, so we may as well make sure that it is as secure as possible. There goes the stack wipe. That's what we wanted. That is another battle to our name. Let's get a couple of these troops reoccupying some of Austria's territory, not to mention it gives us a chance to recoup our losses. And then, what do we go for? Army tradition or lose navy tradition? Well, army tradition's doing fairly well. Navally, though, what have we got? Where is our navy tradition? Oh, there it is. It's only at 30. Not exactly phenomenal. Let's just lose some... let's just lose a little bit of navy tradition. Actually, you know what? Stuff it. We'll just... yeah, no. We're going to go with the minimal losses there. Yeah, and then we'll give our people a month or two to recoup. Alright, so while we take a break from the fighting for a second, I think what we'll do here is... I think we're going to go ahead and recall our diplomat from the Danes, looks like they're having a whole heap of rebel issues too, so that could spell bad news for them. Do we have to worry about them taking this back? No, they need 21,000 regiments. They're not going to get their armies up and going quick enough. We have 54 spy network again, so I think we'll go ahead and see if we can get more claims against... who have we got? Where is this? Croatia? Yeah, I suppose that's not a bad one to go for either. Sure. Although, actually, you know what? No. Before I forget, we have a bunch of Bedouin culture that we want to pick up. So, let's go with either Tabuk or... whereabouts? Syrian desert? Or Syria? Actually, Syria wouldn't be a bad choice. What have we got? We've got a fortification there, some mosques, a World Trade Center. That's probably worth it. Yeah, let's go ahead and we'll take the claim on Syria. So whereabouts is it? There we are, 43 development. That seems good enough. Yeah. So that'll at least get that sorted, so we'll be able to have a culture add-on and a little bit quicker to call with the claims. And then, I guess then at this point... yeah, that should be fairly safe for us to... oh, wait. 70,000 men. Where are they going? If they go for a fort there, that's not exactly ideal. I think what we try and do is catch them out and destroy what strength they have. Yeah, I think that's going to be the best thing for us. So... how are our troops? They're fairly well... yeah, they're not in a bad situation. It's not as good as it could be, but it's certainly not bad. Let's go... let's march you two up over here. We'll see if we can catch out this 70 stack. See if we can fight them in a good fight. Oh, and where are these guys heading? Heidelberg. Farmlands. We can do this. They'll be there on the 31st. We'll be there on the... wait, when does it say we'll be there? Ooh, on the 4th of January? Okay, you know what? We'll hold off for a second and let our people regroup, and then you can also go ahead and catch up. Alright, so that's our 60,000, and then grasslands or farmlands. Crossing penalty. We won't get anything there, but if we go ahead and force march, we still can't catch them. Although, they'll arrive on the 3rd, and we'll arrive on the 4th. Okay, it's still no difference one way or the other. So then I guess we'll just go ahead and we'll march both of these guys across. They can go ahead and rejoin as well. We'll give it till the month, and then we'll go ahead and consolidate. Make sure that we have a strong enough front line, and then you, my friend, yeah, you can hightail it on in there. So on the 4th, we'll quickly pause, and we will consolidate, and then force march, just to make sure that we can get in there on the fight as soon as possible. Yeah, they shouldn't want to stick around for too long. We've got superior numbers. Oops. We've got superior numbers. We have... oh no. Hopefully if their front line starts falling, they'll start running away, and there they have it. Yep, they don't want to take that damage. They're already out of there. That is what we were after. So, our friends over here, let's go ahead and march on down and see if we can... cause a little bit of a ruckus. So, you have one siege. I guess we'll move you to there then. Our other general here, you've got 2 siege, so I guess we'll go for the mountains. And then the other guy... yeah, another 2 siege. We'll march on over there, and we'll see if we can start outflanking them. That is what we want. Alright, so, another glorious victory over Oldenburg. They are gone. That is at least somebody else out of this war. And then what have they got left? Nobody else, really? Nope. So this will be interesting to see how this all goes. Yeah, I think between Mecklenburg and all of their friends up over there, we'll definitely have the victory. It's just a matter of time. But the good news is, at the end of the day, that war did keep them out of our hair and joining in the defensiveness over here. So that's what I cared about most, and I'm glad to see that it's worked out. Alright, so how are things here in Tuscany? Well, we're at 0 war score either way. We'll go ahead and we'll add on the war reparations, and then I think what we'll do is let's get rid of their alliance with France, because depending, we may want to go ahead and fight these guys fairly independently. Ulm we don't care about, Munster we don't care about. Again, this is all military access. Ferrara, where are you? You're just the 2 little province minor. We'll let you keep your friendship there, and then what's this? No? Bologna. An alliance there. I don't think I really care about you guys. Alright, so we'll take out the main friend. Yeah, we'll work on the 1 province minor and the 2 other smaller ones, and I think that'll set us up for a good attack in the next one. Yeah, I think things are going to go splendidly well from this point onwards. They don't have many men. We've taken out all of their allies. We have solid control over Denmark. And I think this is where we're going to call things for today. So if you do want to see more, be sure to hit that subscribe button. It is the best way to catch all future content, and I'll see you next time. So until then, thank you for tuning into the Leviathan Cove. This is the Leviathan, signing out.